Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Builder's Diaries, where I build a business and a body at the same time. Today is just another business update. I don't really have anything to talk about for the body or the diet, but I will because I have a health assessment in 2 days. So I will be figuring out if I got rid of candida on a fruit diet. So I will be sharing that coming soon. But today we're going to be talking about building community, networking. I just got back from a networking meeting, so I wanted to talk about that because I'm really excited. And I also want to talk about, a couple things that happened with some clients this past couple weeks or some previous clients this past couple weeks that really cemented that I'm on the right path. And, just a couple other helpful things I want to share with you guys. So, first things first, I just got back from a networking meeting and I went to my first Women in Marketing network meeting in Orange County. So, I didn't really know what to expect. I've been going to these new meetup groups and just going into very brand new groups and just trying to meet new people, trying to make new friends, trying to make new connections, and really kind of see who do I click with. For so long, or the last like 4 years or so, I've really only been networking in the vegan communities, and I haven't really loved it. It's hard to say that, but like I haven't really loved the conversations that I'm having. I haven't really been loving the type of people that I'm meeting. And I'm not really meeting people that I really want to like stay friends with after, and so that is kind of changing going into these different groups. And it's crazy because I just got back from this group and I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. Like, it was so amazing, you guys. Like, these women were so cool. And it was so awesome because they're all doing what I'm doing right now. And it was so cool to sit around and talk about, marketing. And, we were talking about advertising and Google ads and LinkedIn ads. We were talking about LinkedIn. We were talking about, different groups and different things we can do. We were talking about all this stuff. And it was so cool. We had a huge conversation about AI. There was a girl in the group and she was really into AI, like probably as much as me into AI. And she was like, yeah, and I do this, I build this chatbot. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. And I was just sitting there like, I found my people, finally, like I found my people. Like I've been searching for a group of people or a group of women or something that feels good and I can actually go and have conversations with and feel like, I'm not there trying to get pitched, they're not trying to pitch their services to me. We're all just there trying to build community, trying to make connections, hopefully, connections that can last. One of the girls that was an organizer, she seemed to know everybody, and there was some people that worked in the corporate companies for marketing, and there was a couple people that had their own businesses for marketing. There was a girl that had her own agency, and one of the other girls, she does marketing for companies, the two people that run it. And so it was really interesting to kind of get this perspective of the corporate world of that. And a lot of these people, in marketing, they job hop pretty quickly. Like, I've been at my corporate job for over 13 years, and they were just like, whoa, because that's almost unheard of in that type of role because you're constantly looking for, bigger and better jobs and learning more and just doing different things. And so it's going to be really good for me to be in this group just because I do need to think about next year in my career and what I really truly want and if that is truly home building or not. So I think being in this group is really going to help me make new connections, make new career connections, and give me some really good career advice because a lot of the girls, one of the girls in the group just put her 2 weeks notice in and she's going to be working for another company, and another girl, she's been interviewing with this company just because all of what they did on LinkedIn. So learning from these people is pretty cool. I'm kind of excited. It's cool because this group, it's not every single month that we meet, which is awesome because I don't have a lot of time, but it's I think the next time, oh no, it is every month actually. Yeah, it is monthly, which is cool. So the next one we're meeting, oh no, sorry, I completely take that back. They do meet every single month, but it's not in person every single month. So the cool thing about this is they have workshops. So the last workshop they had was like how to, improve your LinkedIn profile so you can get job offers. And apparently it worked because one of the girls was like, oh my God, that training worked. I literally had people like messaging me, asking me if I could work for them. So I'm going to be doing that after this. I'm actually going to be taking their training. They have it recorded in this group that I got into since I went to one of the events. So it was pretty cool. But it was a small group. There was like 8 other people there. Maybe six other women there, I think. So it was really small. We went to a coffee place and I had some tea and it was nice. But the cool thing about this group is they do those in-person meetings so you can meet people in person and connect in real life. But then they also have workshops throughout it. So they have one coming up about social media management, and they have people that actually do this as a job come in and teach you. So they're going to have someone come in and teach about Google ads. They're going to have someone come in and teach about different things. And this is all free, you guys. This is just networking and this is just like learning more, So I'm excited. Like, I'm so happy I found this group because I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, these are the type of women that I could see myself being friends with, and it's taken me a long time to go to a group and be like, oh my God, I would love to be friends with all of these people here, and that is huge for me because I'm very different. I've lived this raw life, and it's like, can you be a raw foodie and also integrate with regular society, and I went and had tea today, and I told them, I was like, yeah, I eat a lot of fruit, and it's not a weird thing, but to network outside of the raw community has been different for me, because I'm sharing my passion, I'm sharing my lifestyle, and I don't get hate, I don't get like a lot of stop. One of the girls actually was agreeing with me. She said that her dad just had a heart attack or something, and he changed his diet, and everything's so much better now. So it's cool because people are like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and I can be an inspiration to other people in different areas, because a lot of people, regular people, don't have a lot of experience to people that eat a raw diet. So getting this diet and this exposure to other people is kind of cool for me. But again, I think I'm just done with health. I'm at that point where I'm just so burnt out. I'm so burnt out. And two things happened this week, you guys. Well, last week and this week, but two things just recently happened. I had two previous clients kind of come back and send me messages, and it was just messages that almost confirmed that, Kelly, you're just going to continue to get frustrated if you try to do this, And it's just, for me, I've struggled to get paid what I feel like I'm worth in this. And so many people, especially my friends, will reach out to me and ask for free advice. And I'm cool with giving free advice, but I think I've become that person who gives so much free advice that no one wants to pay me for anything. And a lot of my friends are like, cool, I have insurance. Like, why would I pay for anything else outside of my insurance, And it's hard for me to be able to get the income and make it worth it and help people, So I had a call with an old client, and I offered her basically to look at her blood work that she already had done. And I was going to do not meal prepping, but putting together a meal plan for her tailored to her. So not a raw vegan plan. I was literally going to go back to my nutrition and, pull out that kind of stuff. And then, have a call with her have a call with her in 30 days and kind of see how she does with it. And I pitched her an amount, and she didn't want to pay that. And for me, I was like, that was literally the amount I wanted. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, what are you willing to pay? And since she was a friend, previous client, I was willing to do a little bit less. And she came down almost half of what I asked. And I'm just like, that's almost not even worth it to me, because I am trying to build this marketing business, and I am trying to do other stuff. And when I work with marketing clients, I have a potential to make a lot more than $200, So I'm just like, why? And then that one, she was very hesitant, didn't get the payment on phone, didn't follow my advice that I should follow, as, when you're trying to close these calls on the sales calls, and which is fine. I know she had a little bit of reservations to it. I think she has issues, and or not issue, but a lot of, I think when I was talking to her on the phone, she wanted to see it in writing, and so I was like, oh, here's what I'm going to do for you. All this, blah, blah, here's a link, pay me. So I don't hear anything for like 2 or 3 days. And I finally get a message back saying like, hey, like I had my naturopathic doctor look at my blood work and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to just do that. And I'm like, cool. Like, like, all right. Like that was just like, okay. Like that was almost that straw that told me, Kelly, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm done. I don't want to do health anymore. Like it's just like a struggle to pull. And like these people I know my stuff. I've worked with them before. They came back, and so it's not like they're just like, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. I can't get what I want out of it, And so I had another girl come back, and she was just like, hey, I got my blood work done. Can you take a look at it? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm not really doing blood work right now. I was like, I'm fully and this was after I made that decision. Like I'm done, I was like, hey, I'm not doing blood work anymore. I fully transitioned to digital marketing. I hope you can respect that. And she couldn't quite respect that. She kept pushing and was just like, well, I didn't want like a full consultation. I just want you to look at it real quick. And what the heck? Like, no, there's no real quick, like this is time. This is energy. Like I don't just real quick look at someone's blood work. And if it's just real quick numbers, like what kind of answers do you expect to really get out of that? Honestly, like it takes me time to do this. And I was like, sorry, I can't do this for you. Like I can't, like, I'm not going to do this. Is not something I want to do. And she didn't even want to pay me for it, And so that was just kind of that final straw where it was like, no, like, so no. So moving forward, if anyone asks me for blood work analysis and working, I don't do it anymore. I don't do it for people. I think maybe there's someone out there that randomly I might do, maybe like a parent or my brother or someone like that. Like maybe I would do them, but I think the general public or friends, like I'm done doing, deals and favors and real quick looking at things. I'm not going to do that anymore. I am in this to make income. I am in this to, build a business. I'm in this to leave my full-time job and do this 100% and have freedom. And I can't do that when I'm doing favors for people. So, and then when people only want to pay me $100, $200, how many people do you think I have to work with at that level to be able to, come up with the $6,000 to $7,000 I need per month to be able to leave my job? So that was hard, and it was tough, and it's a hard conversation to have with friends sometimes, but you have to hold your boundaries, and I'm holding my boundaries now, like this is right for me, you guys. This new marketing path is 100% right for me. I got business cards. I made business cards. And if you didn't know, you can make your own business cards on canva.com. They're pretty cool. I'm really excited about it. I got the front and the back done. It was $20 for 30 cards. Or no, 30, or for 100 cards, it was $20. And I've got like an old email on here. I might be buying a new email address. So I might be even changing this. But I was like, well, just for now, just to be able to hand this out to anybody I meet, because I'm doing a lot of networking right now. This is good. I'm going to a plant-based event at the end of the month, and I'm hoping to find some people I can do some advertising for, or build some funnel pages for, or help them with their email marketing. So we'll see. We're getting there. But yeah, I learned a lot more about LinkedIn. I updated my LinkedIn profile. I actually put a profile on Upwork.com. The girl that said that she started her own marketing agency, she said that the way that she was able to leave her job was on Upwork. She was able to just take on freelancing gigs and just take on gig after gig after gig until where she built up a lot of money and she was able to leave her job. So I'm like, all right, I have a profile on Upwork. I'm going to get going. I'm going to have to go on there. And it wasn't people reaching out to her. She had to actively go on there and apply for jobs. So I think every day I'm going to have to go in and apply for new jobs and maybe set up a reminder. I don't even know how it works. And you are competing with, the people overseas, but I've hired people before. I actually hired a VA about this time last year. I think she was working for me about this time last year. And I know how to hire. I know how to interview. I know how to do all that. I interviewed 7 people to find this girl, and she was perfect. She was awesome because I've been a recruiter before. I know how to hire. I know how to interview. Most people don't. In the business group I'm in, most people are like, I have no idea how to hire a VA. I've gone through so many people, and it's like, those are the B players. If you're hiring overseas and you're spending, $5, $10 an hour on these people, you're getting B players. You're getting people that are kind of just like, why wouldn't you want an A player? Because one A player will take the spot of 100 B players, you guys. You get one fantastic person that knows what they're doing, it will replace all of those people. And you want those people on your team. Like, you really want those people on your team. So I'm hoping my A player attitude and my A player skills, because I have my resume, I have all this stuff on there, will attract it. This is not my first jump into marketing. I've actually been a social media marketing manager before Pulte. I actually was a social media marketing manager. I've been a recruiter before. I worked in advertising at Cox Media. I used to sell 30-second commercials, you guys. So this is not my first rodeo into advertising and marketing and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of exciting that, I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I've never done this before, but we'll see. And I'm going to be sharing this journey. So my YouTube channel might not be changing for now. I'll probably be coming out with a lot more content that is geared towards marketing, a lot less content on the raw food, but still also put some raw food stuff up there. But I think everything that I'm going to be posting is going to tie back to AI and tie back to marketing. So I just started posting brand new reels this week. One of my reels was about, how to use an AI for fitness and 3 different things you can use. Like, did you know, you guys probably had no idea. Did you know that you can use a free AI tool right now that will record you with your camera on your phone, record you doing your reps of your workout and watch your form and count your reps for you? That's crazy. You don't even need a personal trainer, you guys. Like, personal trainers are not going to have a business soon, And so learning about all this AI stuff is so exciting to me because I feel like you need to learn it. Like, you need to be on the forefront of it, because if you're not on the forefront, you're going to be left behind, I think. And a lot of businesses are going to be bringing this in. I hope to be part of that and bringing it to businesses because I'm so passionate about it. It's so freaking cool, like, what it can do. Like, gosh, the capabilities. Like, the girl today that was doing AI, she said that she's got a daughter. So she's trained a lot of her own custom GPTs, and you can train these GPTs to do anything. So instead of, when she has to do something and she needs her daughter to, pay attention to something else, instead of handing her like a TV or an iPad or something that they can just go on the internet and like watch, YouTube or whatever, she gives her Chat GPT. And she has trained a Chat GPT bot to talk to this child. So it's like, hey, how are you doing today? And I'm going to tell you a story. And it's like, it knows that the child likes horses or whatever. So it tells it about a horse story. And it's like, oh, okay, what did you think about that? And it literally talks. And it's not just words, it talks. And so it's crazy, like the capabilities of what you can do. And most people are literally just using this to, how to change their writing, maybe a post on social media, maybe they're rewriting a letter to their boss or something. That's the capacity that most people are using AI, and it is so much bigger than that. And it is so cool. So I hope to share a lot more of that. I'm learning because, I mean, the cool thing about AI is that there is no blueprint. There is no people out there and to follow from before, because it's all new. You know, all of us, this is all new. Like, this is all new territory. Everyone's doing it for new. You know, and it's like you take what you learn and then you make it to yourself. You know, you change that and you figure out how it's going to work for you and work really well for you. So, I don't know, more to come on the AI stuff, I guess, because it's exciting and it's fun and it's cool. And I think that this is just the right path for me, you know, working with businesses, implementing AI, using funnel design and email marketing. It's exciting and it's fun. And I don't know, I haven't felt like this for a long time. And I know, I feel like I finally have something that I can commit to for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and still be happy with it, because I'm still going to continue to always grow in it. And the type of people I can meet in it is so cool, you know? So I'm excited. I'm going to be looking into, you know, networking and marketing conventions to go to, maybe different AI conventions to go to. I live really close to Los Angeles. There's tons of stuff in Los Angeles to do. So I don't know. The sky is the limit, you guys. It's so exciting. So I wanted to come on here and just share my excitement, share this passion, because I'm just, so cool. So I encourage you to go and find a community of people to network with. I encourage you to go on meetup.com, go on Facebook, go find a community somewhere and find a community of women that are people or men or whatever doing the same thing that you're doing, and just feed off of their excitement, because this is the energy that I got from networking, you guys, and being around there and talking about marketing and talking about the cool things and talking about AI and talking about, you know, our lives and our jobs. It was so cool, you know, and so you get this kind of energy, and I want to take this energy and I want to, you know, put it out, and I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to do something with my business today. Actually, I've been using AI to help me as a business coach. So every day, AI, I ask it, I'm like, hey, I have this much time. What are 3 tasks that I can do to help move my business forward? And so I mean, I ask it in very more details on that, but that's kind of the general premise of what I ask it. And it tells me exactly what to do if it were a business coach. And it's great. Like, it's honestly great. It's working, you guys. It's so cool. So more to come. Definitely hit imposter syndrome a lot this week, because I'm like, what am I doing? Like, starting this marketing company, you know, I don't know, but it feels right. I make those decisions with my gut, and this is a gut decision, and this is a right gut decision for me. So, all right, guys, it's Saturday. It's 2 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm going to get out in the sun and do something that does not work for a little bit, and then get back to work. All right, take care, guys. Talk to you soon.